another beautiful day in San Diego.
Yes, and it's getting cooler.
I thought you were going to argue with me.
No.
Okay.
Right, so today was very similar to yesterday. Big changes, though, are coming to our forecast starting as early as tomorrow. We get drier air and noticeably cooler temperatures on down. Starting out, though, we're taking a look outside out over toward Del Mar, where you can see the marine layer is fully in place. It's moved back on in. You can even notice a lot of the parking spots, they're now empty, right? People are leaving the beaches. This marine layer is what's going to help cool things off from not only the beaches, but it's going to move all the way out toward inland areas. In fact, you can see from Mount Soledad, the marine layer has already begun to travel a few miles inland. I think it's going to work its way out over toward the foothills. And because of that, you'll start to notice your temperatures dropping, I'd say around 3 to 10 degrees, at least in the next 2 days. Temperatures right now, though, you're looking at 83 in Ramona, downtown San Diego sitting at about 74, and even into Imperial Beach, you're now looking at 69 degrees, definitely dealing with the marine layer in place for you. The winds are fairly light, but the key to this is really the wind direction. Notice how the wind speeds are coming in off of the ocean, which is cooler, and moving over land. So that west to east breeze is what's pulling in that marine layer all the way inland, and it's going to keep our temperatures fairly low. It is also pulling in some slightly drier air for us, so no longer are we really going to be dealing with the threat of thunderstorms or talking about monsoon moisture. You're going to feel a little crispness in the atmosphere. And it's all thanks to this. Notice the jet stream. It's got a little kink, right? That kink is going to develop into a full-blown trough, which just basically means we're going to continue with our onshore flow. Temperatures will be a tad cooler than normal, maybe about 5 degrees cooler than normal for the coast, and up to 10 degrees cooler out toward inland areas and maybe even into the mountain communities. Notice into the corner of your screen here, yesterday we were talking about a tropical depression number 8. That is now tropical storm Gert, and that's going to stay out over toward the open waters as this cold front keeps it out over toward the Atlantic. Another round, though, of thunderstorms coming on down through a good chunk of the plains. Those thunderstorms are prompting a severe thunderstorm watch. You can see all the way from Minnesota pushing down into Texas, including Amarillo and Lubbock, until around 10 o'clock tonight. The main threat there going to, in fact, be some of the strong wind as well as some gusty conditions and even some hail. For us, we don't have the storms, we're losing the moisture. So we'll just see comfortable humidity and temperature starting to fall. Watch what this number does for your city. We're starting you off at 8 o'clock tonight. The mid to upper 60s for the coast and inland areas. Close to seasonal for us, right? The dramatic change begins tomorrow. We see that marine layer, so temperatures are going to stay fairly mild. Remember, when you're waking up out over toward Valley Center, even into Escondido, it's going to look fairly overcast. You don't need your umbrella, though. Not going to lead to any rain, not going to really lead to any mist either. Now by 1 o'clock, those clouds are able to peel back, but look at this, 76 in Poway. We're not talking about the 80s. Also out over toward Spring Valley. Not talking about the 80s. The coastline down on into the lower 70s here. So 72 into Del Mar. Now, we could see those values slightly warmer once we get to the daytime high temperatures, but not by much. And then when we fast forward this to Tuesday, which will be our coolest day, we're not even seeing in the upper 70s for inland areas by that time, but I do think some values will climb on into the lower 80s for a good chunk of our region. Into the waters tomorrow, poor conditions for you. Your waves at around 1 to 2 feet. Water temperature 67 to 69 degrees. 70 forecast tomorrow, 75, tumbling to 73 Tuesday. The humidity will return on Friday, though, with temperatures warming back above average. Inland areas going for 82 degrees tomorrow. Your coolest day Wednesday at about 80. Also returning, though, into the upper 80s right in time for next weekend. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. Guys, over to you.
All right, looks